Hello, friends! Sometimes an unexpected act or meeting can completely change a person's life. The person begins to see the world with different eyes, sets priorities and life values in a new way. The story I am going to tell you today is just about that. Andrew's business affairs have been going on with varying success lately. The last event for the cement tender was won, but then his young wife asked for a divorce, hoping apparently to get half of the shares and real estate. The man had such an experience with his previous wife, and just before the wedding, he signed the controlling stake to his sister, an apartment and a couple of cottages. In addition, the private detective firmly proved that the young wife had been cheating on her husband for 6 months. He wanted to escape somewhere, away from the city noise, away from all those people who wanted only money, benefits, and entertainment. I will visit my father, Andrew decided. I have not seen him for 20 years. Money is money, but you have to see your family. My father is already over 80. You never know what may happen. The secretary booked a business class plane ticket. Andrew called a friend and asked him to organize a normal car so that he could drive 180 miles without any problems. Feeling an unexpected freedom in his chest, the businessman started off. Prior to this, he had called his father and said that he would come so that an unexpected meeting would not become a stress, although a positive one, but still a stress for an elderly person. The plane landed on time. Having found the necessary car in the parking lot, Andrew rushed forward. It took only 6 hours to get there by local roads. The houses were all old. Among them, one building sparkled with amazing novelty. Having approached closer, the businessman saw the sign "Hospital." He was surprised, but continued looking for the place where, as he remembered, his father's solid 2-story house was. To his surprise, the same house was on their village plot, although it had a new roof. He left his car and opened the old gate. His father was walking towards him with a bucket of apples from the trees. He saw his son, and the bucket fell from his hands, and the fruits rolled in all directions. "Son, you have arrived!" "Of course, father, I have told you. I thought you would be busy again and would not come." "Well, now I am here." They hugged. Tears were in the eyes of both of them. "Dad, why are you still in the old house? Why did you not hire a builder to build a new one? Where did you spend all the money I sent you?" Andrew asked. "No, son, I decided not to do that. Your mother lived in this house. When she was alive, you grew up here. I do not want to kill this house, and I gave your money to a good thing." "Where to?" "I gave them to the local administration for the construction of the hospital. I also wanted to give some to the kindergarten, but I do not have enough yet. There are few young people in the village. I want them to stay here with their children." "Well, you are a philanthropist for sure, father. Everything is okay. The money is yours. Spend it as you want." The next day, they were sitting in the best restaurant in the nearest small town. It was lunchtime. The man noticed the doorman grimace when he saw the elderly man in simple clothes enter, but then he smiled, seeing the businessman Andrew walking behind. The businessman ordered a lot of dishes, but he asked to take everything out to the veranda where the tables were under pleasant umbrellas and a light breeze was blowing. In order not to see or staring, he thought about the waitress and doorman. In a few minutes, they got their order. Andrew was sad when he saw that his father had very few teeth. Some food fell to the floor at times. In the course of the conversation, someone's head suddenly rose from behind the veranda fence. The head looked around, and within a couple of minutes, a man of about 40 with an unshaven face, but surprisingly sober, jumped over the railing. "Is there anything to eat?" he asked, staring at the table. "I was recently released from jail, so no one will take me to work. I have to eat something, and I do not want to steal and go back to prison." Andrew sat the man at the next table and called the waitress. He suddenly wanted to do something good in front of his father. The businessman made an order and indicated a table on which everything had to be placed. The waitress was surprised. She stated that such people are not served in their restaurant. She was joined by a loud indignation from the next table and demands to immediately expel this person into the street. "Okay, then pack all the food in bags properly, and this is for you to speed up the process." The man put some money into the pocket of the waitress's uniform. Literally in 10 minutes, everything was packed and brought to the customer. Andrew personally handed over the packages to the former prisoner. When they finished lunch, the waitress came over to check in, but for some reason, together with the manager. The manager stated that the elderly person created a lot of litter and would have to pay for additional cleaning. Getting angry inside, the man agreed and asked to bring a broom, a dustpan, and a mop. When everything was brought, Andrew squatted down in his $1,000 suit, swept the leftover food from the floor into a scoop, and wiped it with a wet rag. After that, he threw money to the restaurant attendants who were shocked by his actions. "I hope this will be enough for cleaning," the businessman said and turned to his father. "Dad, let's get out of here as soon as possible." He gently took his father by the arm and they went to the exit. To the man's surprise, their recent acquaintance was waiting for them a little further from the entrance to the restaurant, and he was still with the packages. Coming closer, he turned to the man. "I decided to wait for you, although the smell from the food is so good. I almost ran away. Thank you for offering me a great lunch, and also thank you for giving your father something that others cannot buy with all the money in the world. Have you seen with what envy all the other visitors at the tables were looking at you? They saw a son's true love for his father, and they were terribly jealous of your kind relations. This is a lesson for every ungrateful son and a great hope for every father." With these words, the former prisoner turned around and was about to walk away. Something occurred to Andrew. "After all, I have achieved a lot only thanks to my parents, and therefore I am returning their love now, at least to my father. And what kind of love would it be if I left again? I can do a lot here." Unexpectedly, even for himself, he called his recent acquaintance back and gave him his phone number. "Call me in 2 months. I will take you to work. You will not regret it," he said to the man. "I will not go to the big city anymore," Andrew cheered up suddenly. "I will sell my shares at a large price. Let them expand their business. There are plenty of things to do here. I will ask my father where to start." He hugged his dear father, and the two men went together to the car to drive home. Life gives new and bright perspectives to those who love and protect their parents and are not ashamed to help those who are less successful and less educated. It is important that a person uses the given perspectives with dignity. That is all, friends. Share this story with your friends and family and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. See you soon.